Hello, and welcome to Select 10. From adrenaline-pumping fight sequences to breathtaking stunts, 2024 has been a spectacular year for action films. Both innovative newcomers and blockbuster franchises have intrigued audiences across the world with their unique adventures. Whether it's spectacular battles, adrenaline-fueled chases, or heroes and anti-heroes revolutionizing the genre, these films kept us on the edge of our seats. So get prepared to explore 2024's top action films so far. Number 10. The Killer's Game. It is a dark action comedy directed by J.J. Perry in 2024. The narrative centers on experienced assassin Joe Flood, who chooses to die according to his own will after discovering he has a fatal illness. He invites the most lethal assassins in the world to pursue him by putting a bounty on himself. But after learning that his diagnosis was incorrect, Joe has to battle the very assassins he recruited while exposing the plot that set him up. The plot develops as a combination of fast-paced action scenes, deft traps, and amusing run-ins with oddball murderers, each of whom contributes their own distinct style to the conflict. Despite being incredibly entertaining, the movie occasionally skips emotional nuance in favor of spectacle and humor. Overall, The Killer's Game is an exciting and crazy adventure that offers an innovative twist on the assassin genre, along with lots of thrills and laughter. Number 9. Roadhouse. Directed by Doug Liman, it is an action film about Elwood Dalton, an ex-UFC fighter plagued by an unpleasant past in which he accidentally murdered a competitor. Seeking salvation, he obtains a position as a bouncer at Frankie's Roadhouse in Glass Keys and forced to deal with Ben Brandt, a formidable foe who intends to replace the Roadhouse with a new facility. The fight scenes are expertly created, lending credibility to the violent fighting. Despite some poor lighting and cinematography, the action and music steal the show, and the audience remains engaged from start to finish. Despite having a straightforward plot, Roadhouse is an exciting journey with gripping action and a standout performance by Gyllenhaal. For those who enjoy high-octane thrillers, it is a must-watch owing to its powerful performances, satisfying fight scenes, and vintage feel. Number 8. The Beekeeper. It is an action thriller with a revenge theme and was directed by David Ayer in 2024. The story follows Mark Chambers, a former MI6 agent who is now a beekeeper who seeks revenge after his close companion becomes the victim of an advanced cyber fraud. Through his inquiry, he discovers a high-tech, unlawful activity and begins to destroy the organization using his fighting skills and intelligence talents. The movie has fluid, quick-paced action scenes, and the comparison between the calm of the beekeeper sequences and the ferocity of the action is remarkable, providing thematic depth. Although the story is interesting, it occasionally uses genre cliches, and some of the supporting characters are flawed. However, when everything is considered, it is a classy and action-packed vengeance story that appeals to fans of gritty action movies and provides exciting amusement with a thoughtful touch. Number 7. Boy Kills World. It is a dystopian action movie of 2024 that combines incredibly brutal sequences with fantastical, dreamy narrative. Directed by Moritz Moore, the film portrays Bill Skarsgård as a mute and deaf guy with a hyperactive imagination. Following the gruesome murder of his family by a despotic government, Boy learns how to become an unbeatable assassin under the guidance of an elusive master. Equipped with unusual abilities and a strong sense of fantasy, he sets out on a bloody quest for vengeance and meets strange friends and foes along the road. The story combines violent action with bizarre visual to create an intense and unsettling movie experience. Some viewers may find the film's unorthodox storytelling objectionable, and its unrelenting emphasis on style occasionally overshadows its content. Despite prioritizing flair above character depth, the film's quirky supporting cast brings the story diversity and interest. Nonetheless, it is a notable addition to the genre due to its audacious vision and unabashed mindset. Number 6. The Shadow Strays. It is an action crime thriller from 2024 and was directed by Timo Tjahjanto. The movie follows 13, an assassin, as she makes her way through a risky world of treachery and violence. Following her decision to defend a child, she is pursued by lawbreakers and her own trainers, which results in heated and violent clashes. Her persistence and the subsequent intense action sequences propel the story forward. The movie has amazing set pieces, violent fights, and creative scenarios that add to the miserable and gripping setting. Although the action and character performances are excellent, the movie is a little long and occasionally feels dragging. Nevertheless, for those who enjoy gritty, high-octane movies, its powerful, action-packed plot delivers tremendous thrills with creative violence. Number 5. Monkey Man. It is an action thriller directed by Dev Patel in 2024. After being released from prison, a man named Kid earns a living by participating in nameless underground fights while wearing a mask where he is defeated every night. But after seeing his city being overrun by corruption and greed, Kid infiltrates the privileged classes in an attempt to track down and eliminate the people who ruined his life. The action scenes have a raw, immersive aspect as they are intense and executed using a combination of aggressive camera work and martial arts. Dev Patel excels in the starring role, playing a figure who is both relatable and incredibly damaged. Despite its ambition and breathtaking visuals, the movie occasionally has pace issues, and some of its subplots feel underutilized. But what sets it apart is its creative approach, brutal action, and tragic narrative. Number 4. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Based on true events, the film follows the formation of a hidden British organization specialized in non-traditional warfare. The unit was known for its guerrilla strategies and played an important role in the British victory. The narrative centers on the unit's establishment under Churchill's order and takes place during the darkest moments of the war. Under the leadership of a clever captain named Gus March Phillips, the group enlists a variety of soldiers, spies, and outcasts and embarks on risky operations within enemy lines. The film is brutal and engrossing, depicting the turmoil of war with violent combat sequences and detailed period elements. The whole cast stands out, with each character having unique characteristics that give the narrative emotional weight, drama, and humor. Although the film's fast pacing often prevents a more thorough examination of the historical setting, its fascinating and stylish salute to unsung warriors blends political mystery with exciting action, making it unique among war films. Before the top 3, here are a few more good movies that are not in these top 10. Elevation. It is a 2024 post-apocalyptic action thriller film directed by George Nolfi. The story takes place in a world where horrifying predators have taken over. These creatures, which have surfaced from sewers all over the world, can only be found at heights lower than 8,000 feet, which forces people to live in settlements atop mountains. The plot centers on Will, who has to go below to get vital healthcare supplies for his sick son. In order to accomplish his goal, he must traverse treacherous terrain full of terrifying monsters. Strong performances, particularly by Mackie and Baccarin, increase the intensity and emotional depth, making it an engrossing experience, even though the concept is interesting but predictable. The Fall Guy. Ryan Gosling plays a stuntman who must track down a vanished movie star, look into an investigation, and mend his relationship with the love of his life. Despite occasionally relying on cliches, the film is an enjoyable ride thanks to its high-octane action and blend of nostalgia and modern flair. Bad Boys: Ride or Die. It is a sequel that extends the story of Miami cops Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett as they deal with personal grief and uncover a plot implicating crooked authorities, all while being accused as criminals on the run. With engaging direction, the film combines emotional scenes with tremendous action. Alongside skillfully designed set pieces and entertaining character journeys, Smith and Lawrence's legendary chemistry shines. Number 3. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. It is a prequel to the innovative 2015 film Mad Max: Fury Road and delves into Furiosa's grim past. The movie opens with Furiosa, a young woman taken from her community by the warlord Dementus's biker warriors and placed under Immortan Joe's cruel rule. While navigating the deadly rivalries of the wasteland, she covertly plots her escape. While being hunted by Dementus warlords, Furiosa makes an uncomfortable alliance and sets off on a treacherous trek across the barren landscape. The film maintains the franchise's tradition by delivering breathtaking stunts, heart-pounding chases, and a grungy look. Furiosa's emotional depth is examined, demonstrating her adaptability and smart thinking. Anya Taylor-Joy's portrayal gives the character richness. While thrilling, the film's fast pace allows barely time for less aggressive moments, but it does provide an exciting origin narrative that adds to the Mad Max mythology. Number 2, Gladiator 2. It is a 2024 historical epic directed by Ridley Scott. As a follow-up to the iconic Gladiator 2000, it carries on the story of Rome while delving into issues of dominance, legacy, and redemption. The narrative takes place 20 years after Commodus's downfall and centers on Lucius, a young man who becomes entangled in the political conflict between Rome's Senate and a new dictator who wants to carry on Commodus's violent legacy. After discovering sinister plots, Lucius enters the Colosseum as a gladiator and discovers the real price of freedom and honor. Visually, the film depicts medieval Rome with majesty, and the Colosseum battles are violent and intense, engrossing viewers in the extremely dangerous nature of gladiatorial warfare. Lucius's transformation from an idealistic participant to an aggressive leader follows Maximus's trajectory while forging a unique path. Although several of the secondary characters could have benefited from additional screen time, they all offer interesting subplots. Overall, the movie is a brilliant continuation of its predecessor, yet it occasionally seems unduly dependent on Gladiator references. It's difficult to strike a balance between nostalgia and new narrative, but the movie succeeds in creating a powerful and moving follow-up that pays tribute to the original while creating a new legacy. Number 1, Deadpool and Wolverine. It is a superhero comedy action film directed by Sean Levy. The plot centers on Deadpool, who gets into yet another multiversal adventure, which puts him directly with Time Variance Authority, and Wolverine, who is unwillingly pulled into the madness. Along the way, they travel through strange timelines, encountering alternate versions of well-known characters and facing unusual obstacles as they fight a lethal multiverse danger. Their journey is filled with intense action scenes, hilarious jokes, and plenty of moments of irony. The narrative delivers intense, powerful action scenes that use spectacular CGI to bring multiverse mayhem to life. The movie explores Wolverine and Deadpool's opposing mindsets, with Wolverine struggling with the wounds from his past, while Deadpool's emotional flaws show through his humorous appearance. While the action and humor are irresistible, occasionally the multiverse plot becomes too much to handle. However, the brilliant blend of laughter, action, and heart gives a new take on the superhero genre while remaining loyal to its adored characters. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.